I'm hoping everybody can hear me. Let's see if anybody can hear me. Okay, this thing is glitching. Okay, so this is glitching. Wow. Can you guys hear me? Because this thing is really glitchy. Holy crap. Glitchy. Okay, I wanted to apologize to my Patreon members if you can hear me. I want to apologize to my Patreon members for being so late. That's what I was apologizing for. Okay, so I want to tell you what happened to me. I'm in Hollywood. I live in Hollywood, thank God. Okay, so I live in. Ooh, I can see somebody. Your battery saver is. Ooh, oh, hold on. I gotta plug up my. Where's the outlet? Okay, can you guys hear me? Okay, so let me see if you could see. Can you see? Let's see. Okay, can you guys see me? Because this is so glitchy. Ooh, hi everyone. Oh, hi everyone. Hi. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Oh, good. You can hear me. Okay, listen. Okay, so let me tell you what happened. Okay, so on May 22nd, okay, I got in touch with the right city mayor in Los Angeles and Hollywood. She sent me to another department where now I'm negotiating with contractors to build the facility. Okay, so oh my goodness. So my film script is being sent to them in 3 days because I have to make sure that it's right. So I no longer live in Chino. I will never live in Chino. I prove to you that through my videos that the city mayor and the DOJ are criminals. Not all, but some are absolutely criminals, and I just proved it to you. Let me tell you what happened to me on May 22nd. My electricity was turned off, and at 11 o'clock a.m. and then at 12 o'clock, the SWAT team was at my door with guns drawn. 15 of them was at my door. And now, before this happened, the lawyer, the court appointed attorney, said the reason why the SWAT team came was because I had made this officer that came to my house on April 3rd with that writ, the paper that to evict me out. He said that I scared him so bad that and it's just I scared this sheriff. So he had on bulletproof vest, he had his gun, he had everything. I had nothing. I had no weapons, and I just have my little pretty dress on that not this dress, but I didn't have no weapons on me, and he was afraid of me, like deathly afraid of me, because when he came with the writ to my door, he said, "I'm going to remove you. I'm going to physically remove you from your home between now and April 10th." So, and that was like April 3rd, between now, April 3rd, and April 10th. So I said, "Oh, well, I have a right to defend myself." And the lawyer said, right. He said, "Yep, you do. You have a right to defend yourself." This is after. But anyway, at, I said, "Oh, I have a right to defend myself." And he said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, you said that you were going to remove me right now." Okay, so I have a right to defend myself. And he said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, try to pull me out of my unit right now. Here I am. Try to, get me. Try to pull me out because you said that you were going to evict me out. So right now, okay, so let's do it right now since it's nothing but air and opportunity. It's just me and you. And I was talking. I wasn't yelling or anything, but But then he was like going like this, like, backing up. No, no. And I said, no, no, no. You're here with all your badge and everything. You're big and bad and everything. You just told me you were going to remove me from my home. So remove me from my home right now. Oh my God. Now, in between that, it was, of course, like, move me right now, motherfucker, fat motherfucker. It was in between that. And that's what, I guess, I don't know, but he started, I thought he was Putin, but no, he was shitting. It was so bad. He was so scared of me, he was shitting his pants. And okay, so I don't want to get into that, all that, but I had let him pass because it was, he was so scared of me. Lord have mercy. And I let him pass because I heard it. I was like, ooh, damn, okay, go ahead. But that made me even more upset because now he's leaving. But you said you was gonna remove me from my home, though. Okay, so see, they only come like big and bad when they come in groups. So you have to remember that. When they come in groups, that's when they come big and bad. But when they're all by themselves, it's quite different. It's quite different. That's why they cannot be police officers or sheriff. They were never supposed to be police officers and sheriff. When if they're scared of little old me, I have no guns or no weapons. And even in my house, I never had any guns or any weapons. So why are you afraid of me? See, cockeyed Shelley and the city mayor in Chino are racist, and they sent the mayor. Oh, they sent the cop over to confront me, to pull me out of my house. Well, okay, I said, okay, well, here's nothing but air and opportunity for you to pull me up out my house. So pull me up out my house, and he was just absolutely terrified. So okay, fine, I let him pass because at first, it was like this. No, where you going? Where you going? No, you said you was gonna remove me from my home. Okay, remove me from my house then. Remove me from right here. Go ahead, pull me up out my shit. That's what I was saying. I had no weapons. So what you scared of me for? Because you were by yourself. You see, you were all by yourself, weren't you? Yeah. And I was calling him fat because I wasn't saying he was fat from his body weight and pudgy and fat and you fat ass motherfucker. I wasn't saying that he was fat from his body weight. No, I was saying he was fat from being fat off the blood of the saints. See, you are, when you're a criminal and you've been murdering our people for so many years, you're fat off the blood of the saints. Not fat from you being fat, but fat from your criminal DNA self of how you came here to our country as criminals. So I wasn't calling you fat because of, you just fat from the blood of our innocence. Okay. And the city mayor is about as big as a house. She's about as big. That's how bad, that's what such a criminal she is, that she's about as big as a house. I'll say a building. But anyway, I let the sheriff pass because I thought he was Putin, but he wasn't. He was shitting. And when he got to the steps, on the top of the steps, that's when I kind of, I went in on him like, okay, don't ever bring your, fat butt over here. Take your fat butt downstairs. Now the lawyer said that I scared him that point, and then when I slammed my door, he thought it was a gunshot. So when I slammed my door, he's tripped and fell on the third step and twisted his ankle. So he called the SWAT team on me for that. Look, if you're scared of one little old woman, then you cannot be a sheriff ever. None of you can, because now when they sent the SWAT team over to me, when they sent the SWAT team over, that was like a month later. So April 3rd, I scared him. And then May 22nd, my electricity was turned off. And then right then and there, the SWAT team was right there. It was 15 deep. And they had guns drawn, and they had shields, and it was the SWAT team. And they came in with guns drawn on me and my grandbabies and my son. So when the one with the shield came into the house on May 22nd, they came to arrest me and take me to jail for nothing. Well, because they said that I scared the sheriff, but he came to my door to physically remove me out, because he said it in my face. So I said, okay, well then remove me from my home. So why would I go to jail because you came to my house with the threat, and I'm just here to say, okay, well then remove me. And he didn't remove me. He didn't come, and I'm like, no, where you going? You said you was going to remove me. Okay, well, remove me. Well, he didn't. He started shitting. I mean, we started farting. And so I was like, ooh, gone. Get your fat ass, get your, gone, your, that's how get your ass, oh my, anyway, so the SWAT team came in with guns drawn, and they had the shields on. I mean, the shields, guns drawn. And I thought, and so when the one with the shield came first, he was the leader. He had guns drawn, and he waved to my grandbaby. And that's what freaked me and my son out. I started to scream, and my son said, "Don't touch her." And I started to scream because I thought he was going to shoot my son and my grandbaby right then and there. They had guns drawn on me and on my son. They were so scared of my son, and he has autism, but you could never tell. But my son is so tall, so big. And he said, "Don't touch." My son said, "Don't touch my grandbaby," because we thought they were going to come and kill us, but we didn't know. Because remember, Kakai Shelley and the city mayor sent them over here. Okay, so I didn't know what was going to happen. So they put my son on the ground and then on the floor, and then they handcuffed him. And then they came to me. Now, the one with the shield came to me, and I said, "Why are you here in my house?" Why? And I was saying that, "Why are you here? What you here for?" And he was just, and we were doing this. I was going like this. "Why are you here? Oh, because he was trying to get my arms to put the handcuffs on me. And he said to me, "Katherine, I just want to put the handcuffs on you. Please just let me get the handcuffs on." We standing like this, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So then I go like this, and he put it on so gently and nice. And I know that sounds crazy. Like, what do you mean? I mean, well, he was like, "Katherine, we just want to put the handcuffs on. That's it." I'm like, "Okay, we're here." And then I said, "Okay, so why are you here?" When he put the handcuffs on, I said, "Okay, so why are you here? What you here for? Why are you in my kitchen? What you doing?" Because I honestly did not know why they were in my kitchen. And he didn't say nothing. They didn't say nothing, not a word. And that's my phone. And then they gave, anyway, and then they gave me they handed me over to another sheriff that was the same color as me. And and I went to him. I went with him, and he walked me to his cop truck, his car. While we were walking, the land that I bidded for, where I submitted the proposal to the mayor, was right there. And I said, "Oh, this is where I submitted the proposal to the mayor." And when I did that, then now you guys are here with an eviction notice. And he said, "What?" I said, "Yes, you're here because I bidded for the land, and your mayor is a racist. She's racist." I was telling the police officer that. And right when I was telling him, the one that I cussed out, the fat pudgy one, said this. He said, "No, she belongs with me. She belongs in my," he was talking to the other police officer that had me. He said, "No, she belongs to me. She hurt my feelings. So I deserve to have her in my car." That's what he said. And I'm like, "What?" And he was standing right here. And I said, "What, fat pudgy?" I said, "What, fat pudgy?" Because I didn't know that was fat pudgy. I didn't know that was him. It was so many of them, and they were all white. He was the only black dude that was, taking me to his car. But the one that I cussed out on April 3rd said, "No, she hurt my feelings, so she belongs with me." And I'm like, "What, fat pudgy? Is that you?" That's what I said. "Is that you, fat pudgy?" And wow. I'm sorry, I'm making this video, and this person is calling me. So let me just, Jesus. Oh my goodness. Damn. Okay. So anyway. Okay, so I'm trying to get through this video. This person keeps calling me. Okay, so now, so then I have to, so I'm going with him, and I'm like looking at the black police officer. "Oh, you gonna let me go with fat pudgy? So you gonna let me go with fat pudgy? Oh, okay, when okay, whatever. So I'm going with fat pudgy, the one that I cussed out on April 3rd, the one that shitted on himself. Come on now. So then because it's Kakai Shelley, and it's the city mayor playing games. And they wanted to say, because when I cussed him out, he went back and was crying, telling the city mayor, "She cussed me out. She did, evidently, I don't know." And then when that happened, then the city mayor said, "Oh, really? Oh, well, you're going to get her. You're going to get her. Okay, fine. Well, then in that case, we're going to bring the SWAT team." For what? Because I made him doodle on himself? I don't, shit. Then why did you listen? All of them are like that when they're by themselves. All of them. Every police officer, if they're by themselves, they cannot be fronted. They'll shit on themselves. So that's what. So then he so then he takes me to his truck. You know, he takes me to his truck, and okay, so I'm handcuffed and I'm taken to the truck, and they got my grandbabies and my son in another truck, okay, another cop truck thing. Now, while I'm being driven to jail, because he goes, well, I'm gonna take you to jail. I didn't even turn around and look at him because you're not gonna hold me there for long if I never did anything wrong, and you're the criminal. So okay, so I didn't even turn around when he said that. I was more busy concerned about my grandbabies, like where are you taking my grandbabies? So while I was being taken to jail by Fat Pudgy, of course he was every MFs, every fat motherfucker, all the way to jail. But while they was, now the one with the shield, remember now the one with the shield, took my son and my grandbabies to two different restaurants. He bought them Pampers and toys, and and they were waiting, and he waited for them for my daughter to come and pick up my children and my son to take them home. So he waited 5 hours because they went to two different restaurants. So the sheriffs took my children to two different restaurants, bought them toys and Pampers to wait for my son while they go take me to jail for nothing. So okay, so while I'm being driven to jail by Fat Pudgy, of course he's every oh man, I let him have it in the car while we were driving, but that's not what made him upset. What made him really upset was when I said this. Oh, you got your sheriffs in there looking in my house for some guns? You so stupid. Do you know I have never carried any firearms in my life? I never believed in firearms. When I say I'm going to do you in, it means the universe, you idiot, not me physically. So now I won't spend no more than 4 days in jail. Now you done told all your boys that it's guns in there and it ain't. You get nothing, fat boy. You lose. And he was so mad. He was, and that's when I started laughing. That was just the most funniest shit ever because he was so upset that there's no guns in there. He thought I was gonna go to jail forever. Oh, so so you thought you were gonna take somebody like me into jail? I've never committed a crime in my life. I'm the creator of the promised land. I'm just exposing the criminal element of what you people do. You are the cause of homelessness. The reason why there is homelessness in Hollywood and Los Angeles is because of the city mayor. I've been exposing you that since what, 3-4 years on the video? So then he's mad because now there's no guns in the house. So he know I'm going to be released no more than 4 days, which happened. And the reason why I was released and they dismissed the case is because my 2 court-appointed attorneys that I didn't pay for said, oh, you was never supposed to go to jail in the first place. I'm like, I know that. I'm like, well, what did they accuse me of? They said, oh, well, they accused you of threatening the life of a police officer from someone else. Like someone wrote in and said, if you don't hand over Kathy's stuff, we're going to blah, 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 blah. Like that. I said, oh, do I look like, what do I look like? Helter Skelter to you? Do I look like Charles Manson to you? Even he said it. He can control what other people do. If they sending you death threats from another state, that has nothing to do with me. So they're scared of other people hating the police because what they're not doing. You're supposed to hand over the bid that I bidded for. How come when the other bankers bidded for it, you didn't give them an eviction notice and you didn't put them out and you didn't send them to jail? How come you didn't send them to jail? So the people that bidded for the land in Chino, did they go to jail? Yes or no? No, they didn't. Did they get harassed? Yes or no? No, they didn't get harassed. So if they didn't get harassed because they're white, then evidently the Chino city mayor is racist. So when I went to jail, he wanted to give me the whole 9 yards of like, oh, you in jail, you handcuffed, we're going to put you in the orange suit. They did all that. Then he goes, okay, now I'm going to read your rights. And I said, okay, Fat Pudgy, read me my rights. No. Well, let me tell you, let me back up. Hold up. So we get there. And he goes, okay, I'm going to read to your rights. I'm like, okay, Fat Pudgy, read me my rights. And then he reads me my, he goes all on this whole thing. And then after he's done, he goes, do you understand these rights? And I said, no, Fat Pudgy. Now go over there and give me the ladies so they can check my body for weapons. Go, hurry up, Fat Pudgy. Go. So he went to go get the ladies, the sheriff ladies, to come and check my body for weapons. Because, you know, so then when the women came, they said, hi, do you have any weapons? And I said, and I'm handcuffed like this. I'm like, yes, I do. And then they said, oh, where? I said, right here, just dig in here, right here, dig in there and pull it out. And she says, here? I'm like, yeah, right, just pull it out. I said, yeah, just pull it out. And she pulled it out, and it was this long. And she says, oh my God. I said, yes, that's mine. That's my choice of weapon, and everybody have their own choice of weapon. Every woman should have one. And then the other one's like, oh, I know, I'm not even, yeah, I agree. You know why they agree? Because they carrying weapons with them. You're a woman, you're by yourself. You need a weapon to carry with you. And it wasn't a firearm, okay? It was an ice pick. That's my choice of weapon. So they were like, no, we agree, or we understand, whatever. You know, so they wasn't tripping. So then Fat Pudgy takes me to another room, and he has the ice pick. And he said, Catherine, what is this for? And there was another sheriff there that was sitting there, but boy, if she wasn't sitting there, well, I would have told him what it was for. But I said, oh, it's for, you know, people that's trying to, you know, men, what, kidnappers. Did you know that the police officers actually kidnap women for trafficking, human trafficking? Yeah, I want to protect myself. I'm not the only one that carries weapons around them in their purse and shit. Mine just happened to be on my body because that's just what it is. Some people carry their weapons on their hip, their body, or whatever, but this is just my choice. And then the other sheriff right there, she said, oh, no, we understand. I'm like, okay, yeah, because you do carry a weapon. Women do carry weapons because we get kidnapped. There's dogs. I told them, I said, because of vicious dogs. Go to Michigan. Go to Grand Rapids, Michigan, and walk around in the streets in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Just do it. Try it. You will watch. You will see dogs coming out of woodwork trying to chase your ass. I'm just letting you know, there's dogs in Michigan. I live there. I grew up there, and I'm telling you, vicious dogs are there. But anyway, in California, I haven't really seen any, but it's just creepy men. A lot of creepy men. You have to watch yourself. You got to be protected. You got to be strapped. I'm not saying a firearm because I don't believe in carrying firearms. I never did, but they do. They believe in carrying firearms, and they live by the sword. They'll die by that bitch. But so they assume that I carry firearms, and what I know I don't. I don't carry any firearms. I don't. For what? And when I was confronted by the sheriff, we were just engaging in verbal conversation. Nobody touched nobody. So what you scared for? So they were scared of me. Don't know why. He was scared of me. Don't know why. I'm just talking to him. I'm in my 17th century's, medieval, gown and everything. I had that on. I was dressed cute. But for some reason, he was intimidated. I don't know why. It was just me by myself, So anyway, he shit on himself. And that was, and so when I went to jail, that's what I wanted to tell you. When I was in jail, there was other women that was in there under the same housing evictions under Kaka and Shelly. So what they do is they get paid to evict women, men and women out of their homes. Because when you go to court, everybody in the court gets paid. When I went to court, my court appointed attorney, I had two of them. He said, well, I'm here for you. I'm getting paid because you're here. I said, right. But guess what? What if the cops are the criminals that accuse you of the crime? Then what? That means that you're going on the law of the criminals that's accusing me of a crime. And what did I do? Just tell me, what did I do? He said, well, someone else threatened their lives, not you. Thank you. If someone else threatened their lives, do I look like Charles Manson to you? Even he said it. I can't control what other people say. If they write to this city mayor, that means he got to do the right thing. He's doing something wrong. Obviously, he would have got wonderful letters if he did the right thing. The sheriff that handcuffed me on nicely, and he was really gentle and nice and stuff. He took my son and my grandbabies to two different restaurants and bought them toys and Pampers and things. Well, obviously you would get some sort of, I mean, if you did that to someone else, you would probably get a nice letter. He would get a nice note or say thank you or something, right? With some, if he did that with somebody else or whatever, because you do good deeds when you do good things. Well, this particular Chino sheriff and mayor are criminals, so they can't get good letters. They have to get bad letters because they're doing something wrong. So if you're doing something wrong, you're gonna get some bad letters. Obviously, that's a given. You're gonna get horrible letters because you're doing horrible. Listen, you're the creator of homelessness. Do you understand? So what that means is that if you're the creator of homelessness and I'm the one that solves the problem, then you're gonna have to listen to me. You're gonna have to listen to me because you can't kill me. So you're gonna have to listen to me. Okay? Okay, so if I'm right and you're wrong, you're going to have to go ahead and listen to what I'm saying. If I send you a proposal to cure the problem, then you're going to have to comply to that. That's just what it is. You're going to have to comply to it. If you don't, then you're going to get bad letters. You're going to get somebody like me that's going to cuss you out. If you come in my face at my door talking about eviction, you're going to get cussed out. Okay? And in his case, it went way worse. The man was shitting on himself. Okay. Okay, that means that they would all do that. All of the sheriffs that you see that think they big and bad, but no, they'll shit on themselves if they're by themselves with you, and you standing your ground and you telling them what's up. They will. Oh man, they're gonna cry like a baby. Okay, because he didn't know what to do. He was by himself, and I had him right where I needed him to be to understand that. Look, your mayor is a criminal. I sent her the proposal to end homelessness, not in this area because there's no homelessness in Chino. Obviously, I'm talking about in Los Angeles, where I'm from, where I've been living at for 25 years. It's homelessness over there. Did you not see Hollywood? Did you not see it? It's absolutely disgusting in Hollywood. Oh my God. I'm talking about, there's beautiful areas. Yes, we know that. But oh my goodness. Okay, so I am the cure to this. I'm the one that helps in this homeless situation. It's me. No one else has the idea but me. And so I got in touch with the right city mayor in Los Angeles, and let me tell you, she did the right thing. She did everything she was supposed to do. I sent the proposal to her, and oh my God, I'm in contact with contractors right now for the building over here on Gower Street. So Gower and Sunset. I'm in negotiations with the city mayor because she did the right thing in Los Angeles. And she's the same color as me, you see. The city mayor in Los Angeles is the same color as me. And I sent her my proposal. Uh, I sent her my proposal and she contacted me within 5 days because I guess she had, she read it. And she sent me to the right people. She did exactly what she was supposed to do, and that's what I'm talking about. But the Chino City mayor sent me eviction notice, harassments. Okay, she sent the SWAT team over to evict me. Do you to take me to jail because she was scared of somebody else writing her letters, telling her, "Hey, you need to get up off your ass and give Catherine the bid or say no." Either deny her or say no, but you don't send her eviction notices to get out because now you look like a racist. It looks like what because your actions are what you're doing. It's your actions. So so I'm sitting here thinking to myself, well, I know for a fact. Oh, let me tell you what happened. When I was in jail, her name was Ebony. She was in there for the same thing under Kaka and Shelly. 4 women downstairs who needed hospice care. They didn't need to be, the women in jail, most of them need hospice care. The black women that I've seen in jail need hospice care. The white women in there, they do need to stay in there because when you see what I saw, yeah, you're right, you stay there. But the black women that I've seen, the 4 of them in there, no, 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 no. They need to be in hospice care because it's just they can't be in jail. That's number one. They cannot be in jail. They're not supposed to be in jail. But the white women that I've seen in there, yeah, they got to stay there. And they got life. They got life. They don't kill their kids or something. I don't know. But anyway, okay. So what I'm saying is that when when I even went in there, I noticed that the guards are nice. And on the fourth day, I said, why are y'all, I thought y'all was supposed to be mean and evil. Like, what happened? Like, what's going on? Why are y'all acting like nurses? And they said, well, we used to be mean to you guys. We used to be, but we learned that it's easier to be nice than mean. We work here. So if we're mean, then you guys are going to come back and it'll be harder for us when we go to work the next day. I'm like, okay. So the guards there treat you like they're nurses. They come and check up on, they just always checking up on me to make sure that everything was right and stuff. And they put me in the cell with the worst woman that they thought. They put me in there with the worst one because Fatty told them to put her in there with the worst woman you can find. And they put me in there with Ebony. Now, Ebony is a high yellow red bone, okay? And she absolutely adored me. And she was so wonderful. She's more militant. She's more militant than me. She's more conscious than me. She wrote everything down of what they did. Okay. So I got her phone number. Anyway, she says she's in there for housing evictions. See, that's illegal. You can't put no woman or anybody under housing evictions when they're indigenous to the land. She put in her Department of Indian Affairs application into another department, and she ended up getting evicted out of her apartment. And she still tried to stand her ground, and they did the same thing to her. They took her to jail under housing evictions because that's why I say the reason why homelessness exists is because of the city mayor. They evict you out your home and then they take you to jail. Why? Because when they came here to our country, they came here as criminals, coming here in shackles and chains as criminals from the British. So the Black British brought the white British here as criminals. And they turned themselves into the city mayor that we see today, telling us that we have to pay rent, forcing us to pay rent on our own land. Some of us can't afford to pay rent, okay? Some of us who are indigenous to our own land cannot afford to pay your rent. When you pay rent, you are fueling the DOJ's life. You're giving them life forever. As long as you're paying rent, you're giving these criminals life. They're not supposed to force you to pay no rent. You're not supposed to be paying rent on your own land. I have deeds from my grandfather, being removed from his home because of the city commissioner mayor. It's called the Department of Urban Renewal. The Department of Urban Renewal. Yes, here it is. It's the Department of Urban Renewal. And they remove you from your homes. This is what they do. You see? So I sent my to the Department of Indian Affairs. Okay, I sent my application in and showed them the proof that you guys removed us from our homes. Here's my grandfather's deed stating that how you removed him from his home. Here it is. Okay, so when I sent the Department of Interior Affairs, Indian Affairs, that they said, Catherine, you are not Cherokee, you are Choctaw Nation. The Department of Indian Affairs says you're not Cherokee, you're from Choctaw Nation. I said, oh, okay. You're right, because that's on my father's side. And my mother's side is Illinois tribe. So they actually tell you what tribe you're from. You're supposed to send this to the city mayor that if you have a proposal and you want to bid for some land to help the homelessness, then that mayor has to help you. The mayor has to help you. You're not supposed to get an eviction notice. But the Chino City mayor, who is a white woman, and the whole department is white, they sent me an eviction notice on me, and I'm indigenous, and I'm showing them proof that I'm indigenous to the land, where they said, Catherine, you are Choctaw Nation. They sent me another application. Told me to fill 3 pages now. Here, and another one. Okay, so, and then when you have to send evidence from Trump, he says that the city mayor have to go to prison. if they're doing any kind of crimes to you, they have to go to prison. You see right here? You see, they got to be removed. If they're doing any kind of criminal abuse on you, they got to be removed. You see here, right here. Any government agency that's doing any type of criminal abuse have to be removed from office. So I'm in contact with the right city mayor. She's the same color as me, and she did exactly what she was supposed to do. As soon as I sent her my proposal, she hooked me up with the right people. She hooked me up with the right film industry to submit my film treatment to it, because it's going to be a movie. The trading places too. I can't get into it, but it's 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 what it's supposed to be. Okay, so here is the deed I was telling you about. Now here's the letter from Trump. This is just one of his letters from Trump. Okay, because when I was living there, he's the one that put me in that apartment there. Trump had put me in that apartment because I was on the Section 8 waiting list for over 13 years. And so he put me in the Chino apartment because I told him I don't want to live in Chino. I don't want to live in San Bernardino. I want to live in Santa Clarita area. And he said it's too full. He said just stay there. I said okay, I'll stay there. And when I did, I submitted my proposal not to have it in Chino maybe, but to have the office building in Chino, but not to have the service in Chino, because the services needed to be in Hollywood and Los Angeles. That's where the homelessness is really at. There's no homelessness in Chino. So I wasn't trying to set it up there. Okay? I was just trying to set the office there. But the Chino mayor is so racist. The DOJ and the cops are so racist that they prove themselves to be racist. Even my court-appointed attorney said, we don't know what. This is why we had to put it as a misdemeanor, and we dismissed the charges. And they probably won't even see this report. And I said, no, I want to see the report. I want to have that report. I need that report. He said, no, you'll have the report, but it's just so embarrassing of why you went to jail that I don't think they're going to have this on, they're not going to have this out, because it's an embarrassment that a whole entire police chief or team is scared of me for telling the truth. So I just wanted to apologize to my Patreon members for being so late on my videos. That's what I was apologizing for, that I was so late on my videos. I'm just so sorry about that, really. Okay, because I wanted to because I was going through this, This happened to me May 22nd, and I was in jail for 4 days. The guards there were really nice. I don't know why. I don't know how it happened, but they treat you like nurses now. They're like, they check up on you, make sure. They say, what do you want? Do you want juice? You want some water? I'm like, no, I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing, because I was a little bit upset being in there. I didn't want to be in there. But then while I was in there, everything was fine, because I had Ebony with me, and she was telling me all the things, what they were doing and stuff. And that was my cellmate for 4 days. That's how long I stayed, because they had to dismiss it. And because they don't know why they would take me to jail for that, just because they were afraid. And then he said, well, because your videos too, well, you kind of scare them with that. I said, and then he said, the other one said, okay, well, then they could just turn the channel. They could just turn the channel. If you're scared of whatever you're scared of, just turn it. You don't have to look at her videos, or just do the right thing. That's what the other attorney said. He said, that's why that's why you can't be in jail. So that's what happened to me. But I'm just so happy that I'm in Hollywood. I'm in Los Angeles. Oh my goodness. You don't even know that this is absolutely probably the greatest thing, one of the greatest things that can happen and stuff like that. It's because because of what happened to me. You see this. Let me tell you why this is great, because it shows that they are actually guilty of being racist for nothing. Like, what are you racist for? This is like 2023. You cannot be racist when you come here as a criminal, and you're just proving yourself of what you are. You're proving yourself that you are a criminal by you ignoring the bid and not doing the right thing. Because the city mayor in Los Angeles she just did the right thing. She did everything she was supposed to do. And now I have an appointment on the 28th with contractors. I'm serious. I have an appointment on the 28th with contractors, and we're going to be talking about the building over here on Gower Street, Gower and Sunset. Now, when I get my building, obviously oh my God, my Patreon members. Can you please look up on okay, so the Hollywood sign is on Gower Street and Sunset. Okay, you know the Hollywood sign, the big Hollywood sign? It's on Gower. It's on Gower Street. So that's where the building, the office building is going to be at, not the promised land. No. Oh my goodness. No. Okay, so this is how it's going to be. The office building is going to be on Gower and Sunset. The facility, like to end homelessness, is going to be in Santa Clarita area, but not even Santa Clarita. It's before you get to Santa Clarita, off the 5 freeway, off the 14 and 5 freeway. That's where the housing facilities is going to be. I want to go ahead and upload the proposal, but I'll do that. I'll do that. And after, you know what, I'm going to load up the proposal after the meeting. So after the 28th, I'm going to upload the proposal where you can see everything. But the housing facilities to house the homeless that's on the streets right here would have to live in the rural areas, not in the city areas. They can't live in the city areas because you're not supposed to be living on the streets. They got people living literally tents on the streets. Okay, you can't do that. Who has them there? The city mayor. I'm trying to tell you, man, they got people homeless on the streets. The city mayor is responsible. How is that? Because in their department, they have the BLM, Business and Land Management. Business and land management is what makes your apartment, is what makes every single building here. Okay, well, they have that, they run that department. Therefore, if you run that department, you have to have homes and services for the homeless. Okay? You don't have them living on the streets. Oh my God. If you need to look at what's going on here, you seriously. The reason why homelessness exists is because of the city mayors. I have the solution. When I put the solution in to Chino, we find out that that whole county is absolutely racist. Absolutely racist. Because of what they did. Cockeyed Shelley and that old mayor, that old hag mayor. She should have never did that. She should have never did that, because now my facility will be built and it's a film studio. Now the film studio is going to be here, and so the building is a film studio, office / apartment building, and it's a corporate building, meaning corporate means that my Patreon members will be living in that building to help facilitate the area. So a corporate building means that you live in the building and you help work, get this homeless out, and you have your little Jetsons, because that's what it's gonna be. Okay, so because we have to travel from Santa Clarita, so we got to travel from right here, Hollywood, because that's where we're at, to Santa Clarita. Okay, so we got to travel back and forth. Then we got to go to Oakland. And we got to set that up in Oakland. Then we got to come back down. We got to set it up. So you have to travel. So you got to drive in your Jetsons. And that's only for people who live in the building here where I'm going to facilitate it at, where we get our Jetsons, because, you're going to have to live. So that's just what it is, sugar. And I'm just so happy that that everything is working out the way it's supposed to be, because people are, the racist mayors are being exposed for being racist, and the right mayors are being exposed for being right. Thank you. And oh my goodness, you don't understand. We need more city mayors that's our color. We really do. We need, because listen, I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to jinx anything. I don't want nobody going after her. See that? See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You don't have a president, so don't even worry about it. You don't have even, I don't care. Even if you had Trump in office, I don't think he's right, because he's a real estate agent and he knows the difference. He used to have a landman next to him. A landman tells you who's indigenous to the land. Now, he's supposed to have a law to where if anybody comes to a city mayor and says, hey, I can't pay rent, or I have to get this building, can you, this vacant building, the city mayor is supposed to give it to you. If that city mayor don't, then that city mayor has to get out of office. And you know what? No, wait a minute. He did have a law. Trump did have a law like that where, see, I showed you what Trump had, that law where if you do any type of corruption, right here, if you do any type of corruption, see, he did that on December. He already did that. That's what I'm saying. So if he's being indicted, then no, he's not. He don't have no backbone. He don't have no spine to. Because if I was the president, I would have the army next to me, to where nobody can indict me. Because how you going to indict me when you're the criminal? How you going to indict me when you're the criminal? Whoever indicts or try to indict the president is the criminal. Okay, so he's supposed to bring his army and say, "Oh no, you gotta." Whoever is bringing this paper of indictment, they gotta go somewhere. You gotta go either you have to be removed from office or you gotta go to jail for trying to indict me for doing the right thing. Why would you try to indict me for doing the right thing? Because you're the criminal. Okay, well Trump was supposed to do something about it, but he didn't. Because there's no back spine, or there's no he don't have no, what do you call it, guts, or I don't know what the fuck, but but the motherfucker is lacking some shit. Because if I was the president, you couldn't indict me if I'm right. If I'm right, then how can you indict me if I'm right? Trump was right, and they tried to indict me. Okay, well, indict him. So if they try to indict him, if he's right, he's supposed to bring that army. He's supposed to bring that army. But he didn't. He's playing around. He's playing around or something. Okay, well, okay, well, anyway, I'll do it. Let me. Okay, so the building over here on Gower is going to be developed. I have contractors that I'm going to be meeting with on the 28th to stop homelessness. That's my whole thing. My whole thing is about stopping the homelessness. I'm so sorry. Oh, hi. Hi, Diane. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hi, Anthony. Yeah, I just really appreciate you guys. I don't want to be too long on here. 40, just an hour. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to be here too long. I want to be on here too. Let me see. Yeah, but I just wanted to just get that out because I haven't been making any videos lately. Hi there. Oh, hi. Hi, everybody. Okay, so I just wanted to apologize to my Patreon members only. Anyway, okay, because I was so late on my videos. Yes, I was late on my videos, and so sorry about that. I was being harassed by the DOJ and then the racist city mayor in Chino, because they're racist, and you have to expose that. You have to let people know why homelessness exists. Okay, so if I'm the cure to homelessness, I'm curing the homeless problem, I have to say why it exists, where it comes from. You got to know where it comes from. It comes from your great-great-grandparents being removed from their homes. That's where it comes from. You were removed from your homes by people that call themselves the city mayors. You see, this is my grandfather's great grandmother. So this is my grandfather's great grandmother, VC Nisi's sister. This is VC Nisi's sister. So VC Nisi is my great grandmother's grandmother, right? Well, this is her sister. Okay, well, anyway, these people here is the bloodline of Kakai Shelley and the city mayor. This is her bloodline. This is their bloodline. This is the cops' bloodline. See? They removed us from our homes. You see this? You see this? This is Brass Reeves right here. You can see. This is Brass Reeves. He comes from England. He's the British man, okay, that started the police officers, white police officers, okay, that removed you from your homes, okay? And they did this. They took our great-great-grandparents and removed us from our homes. Do you understand? So these same people are calling themselves the mayor, okay? They're calling themselves the mayor. Oh, I'm so sorry. He's fitting. Okay, let me see. So let me get another picture too. When they call themselves the city mayor, Okay, then that means they cannot, and here is me right here. Like when you go on ancestry.com, they'll do a whole profile on your people of where you come from. See, here's my mother, okay, here's my father, okay, and then it goes, here's his father, and it goes all the way back from the 1700s. Let me see, let me get a picture of, okay, here's VC Nisi's um, information and her kids back in 1845. So 1845, none of these city mayors were even here in office, but yet they're now in our office telling us, see, look at the date on here. You see the date? Look at the year. Yeah, we're talking about way back in 1845. They're telling us that we gotta pay rent on our own land. These criminals turned into the city mayor, okay, and is forcing the indigenous people to pay rent. That's a crime. Not everybody can pay the rent, and not everybody's supposed to. You're not supposed to have somebody to pay rent that's indigenous to the land, especially if the right person comes to solve this problem. You can't evict me and take me to jail, but you did. You couldn't hold me in jail because it was nothing that I did wrong. And you guys looked at guilty. That's why they released me within 4 days, because you guys look really, really guilty. And the cop that shitted on himself, you know, what? Why was you even in uniform in the first place? This is what my question is. What you doing in uniform if you doodling on yourself? When I'm just barely talking to you, having a conversation with you. Yes, of course, fine. Every other word was fat motherfuckers, but still, he understood what I said, and I wasn't loud. I was clearly saying to them, no, remove me from my shit. You blah 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 blah. Okay, no, remove me from my shit. Parasite, blah 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 blah. Go ahead, no, right now. Where you going? Where you going? No. You big and bad with that gun. You go ahead and remove me right now. So he started shitting on himself from right there. And I was like, ooh, God damn, gone. Gone. Just, you know, my God. Okay, so listen. That's what we dealing. We dealing with shitty motherfuckers. So listen, I'm gonna get off this video right quick. And I really appreciate you. You know, I'm gonna make some more videos. You ain't got to worry about that. I'm gonna make some more videos. And it's gonna be a movie. Now the incident that happened, you better believe it's gonna be in a movie. It has to be in a movie so you can see that when you're by yourself with them, they do on themselves. But when they come in groups, oh, they just think well, okay. Just make sure you're not by yourself. Okay, so let me get off this phone. Let me get off this. Well, it kind of is a phone a little bit, but I'm gonna make another video later. I really appreciate you guys. Really, I really do. I'm gonna send this on my Patreon. Try to put this to my Patreon because my account have been closed from Google and YouTube, and it's like, well, for what? It's funny. I'm gonna get my building right here, and you in California with me. You in California with me. Yeah, gotta watch that. Gotta watch out. Yeah, gotta watch out. But anyway, I'm just saying, gotta watch out. So I'm gonna have my building over here, y'all, and I'm gonna go ahead and show my building so you can see it. I'm gonna make other videos and stuff like that, because people gotta watch out. Watch out. So anyway, and when I was released after the 4 days, do you know who was so scared? But wasn't nobody thinking about you? Kaka and Shelly, scared of me. I would never enter San Bernardino as long as I live. Listen, I never wanted to live there in the first place. I never wanted to live in San Bernardino. So what? Everybody thinking about you, Kakai? Anyway, let me get off this thing. I'm gonna make some more videos. Of course, I'm gonna make some more videos. You know, I'm gonna make some more videos. But I just had to get this out so that I can let you know I'm in negotiation with the city mayor's Los Angeles city mayor, same color as me. City mayor contracting department, and all I'm here to do is just to cure this homeless problem. Oh my God, and I have the solution. It's the perfect solution, and you know what, it's the only solution that is perfect for this situation here, because it's a lot of homelessness out here. Yes, let me just see. Oh, hello. Hi everyone. Everyone, hello. Tracy Steele. Okay, so I really want to appreciate you. I really want to thank you guys, and I wanted to apologize to my Patreon members because I was so late. So like my videos. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna get off this video and I will definitely make one later. But I just wanted to clarify what happened to me and that it will be in a movie because it's funny. It is funny. And oh, and the sheriff, the leader that had the shield, he was very kind, very kind. It was like somebody told all of them, if you lay one finger on her head, if she so much as scream, you are deader than dead. That's what those sheriffs treated me like, as if it was like somebody told all of them, if you just touch her, if you do anything to her. In fact, the one with the shield, he was just the one, he was the leader, and he just wanted my attention. And there was another sheriff here that grabbed my arm, and he said, no, like, don't touch her, don't touch her. And but everything was happening so fast, but he just wanted to make sure that I was like I was okay. He didn't want to hurt me. This sheriff, I'm just being honest, I can't lie, but but I'm just saying he was just really gentle. And which really confused me, because I thought, we was going to get jumped and shot. That's what I thought. That's what the first thing I thought. I thought that my son was going to get shot. So I screamed, don't kill him, kill me is the one you want. But no, he was just like, no, I just want to put the handcuffs on you, Kathy, please. Because I was like this, no, what you doing? Boom, pushed him. Well, what you doing? Why you in my kitchen? Get out of my fucking kitchen. What? I'm doing this. And he's like, I'm just trying to put the handcuffs on you. So then I was like, oh, here. Okay, now what do you want? Why are you here? What you doing? So I did that. And then he didn't say a word. He didn't say nothing. He just, and then he handed over to me to another sheriff that was the same color as me. And then I was like, okay. But then when I started talking to him, Mr. Fat Pledgy, the same one I cussed out was when no, she hurt my feelings, so she belong in my car. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, well now you finna get it again, all the way to jail. You're gonna take me all the way to jail, and you're gonna hear the most craziest shit that's gonna come out of my mouth in that car. And that's exactly what happened. Oh man, I let him have it in that car. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be in a movie. Just don't worry about it. It's gonna be in a movie. You're gonna be rolling. Okay, so okay, so let me get back to what I was on. I'm gonna go back to where I was at. I gotta go to Beverly Hills to get something. This thing here that I wanted. Okay, so I will be back and I'll make my other videos, and I'll probably make a video if I can on what street I'm on, and you'll see where I'm at. I'm definitely in Hollywood, for sure. As you can see, this is my daughter's house. So, and as soon as I got out of jail and I sat down on my daughter's couch, the TV was already on. It was on the news. Guess who was on the news? The sheriff that sent the SWAT team over to me. News Channel 7 exposed how racist they are. Listen, watch News Channel 7 May 26th. Watch News Channel 7 May 26th. I'm telling you, they put the same sheriff that run the SWAT team. They were exposing him. Because they saw my videos too. And I'm just here to cure homelessness, because News Channel 7 is right here. News Channel 5 is over here, right down the street. And all of the film studios is just everywhere around us. Oh, no, wait. I'm at my daughter's house. I'm on Sunset. Okay, so where I live at, the news channel, all of the news channels is over there on Gower, where I live. I live off of Gower and Sunset, in between Santa Monica and Sunset. That's where News Channel 5, Netflix is there. Netflix have their own little community. I'm dead serious. I'll show you. Netflix got their own community, own apartment housing complex. That's what I'm trying to get. That's why I say, okay, I want mine to be like Netflix, because they got their own housing community. They got their own stores. They got their own, Netflix got their own banks and stores and community. Yes. So you got a film studio. That's me. Okay, so I'm setting mine up over here on Gower Street. That's what I'm about. Okay, so that's because I'm here to cure homelessness. Netflix ain't here to cure homelessness. I am. I'm going to cure the problem that they're facing. Netflix, people in that Netflix building, people in all of the news stations, they have a big problem. And guess what their problem is? When they step outside a business door, is homelessness right in front of their house, right in front of their streets, right there. Okay, I cure that. I take them to a place they want to be. They don't want to live on a street. They want their individual housing units, okay? And they need hospice care. You need hospice care with those type of people. You can't let them stay on the street like that. You can't do that. That's a crime. So I'm here to cure that problem. That's what I'm here to do. Gee whiz. Oh my goodness. So I was trying to cure it when I was living in Chino, but evidently you can see how racist they are. Thank God I'm in Hollywood. Thank God I'm in Los Angeles. I'm so glad I don't live there. You don't understand. So anyway, I'm here to cure this problem. Well, anyway, the people that live, like the office people that live in Los Angeles and Hollywood, their biggest problem is homelessness. There's homeless people living, I'm talking about tents, in front of their doorway, not the doorway, but right there, right here on the sidewalk. And it's nasty. Oh, no. Okay, so I cure all that. Okay, so I'm gonna get us some housing, permanent housing, while we clean up this problem. That's what I'm about. So we're gonna get permanent housing while we clean up this problem. We're gonna hire a crew to have a 24-hour cleanup crew, and they're gonna remove the homeless where they belong. They're gonna be in hospice care. They're gonna be in their own their own units, but it's not going to be in the city. It's going to be in the rural areas, right outside the city limits, right on the 5 and 14 freeway, right over there in the rural areas. They will love it. So if you can, and they say, well, you can't just remove the homeless. Oh, excuse me. Yes, you can remove the homeless, because if you can remove a mother from her home, like you do, because you do, if you can remove a mother and her family from her home, oh, yes, you can remove the homeless from the streets and put them right where they belong. Okay, and so I created that outside of the city limits, and it's off the 514 freeway in Newhall area. It's called Newhall, and it's called Acton, right near Santa Clarita area, but it's before you get to Santa Clarita. Well, that area is perfect to build the housing units for the homeless, is what I'm saying. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes, I am fine. I am fine. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So I just want to make that video, and I will talk to you later. I'll make another video later. Okay. All righty. Okay.